Hi guys, it's time for update number 3 on my sketchbook project. So let me get to that page. This is where I started at the beginning of the year, but I did start a little before that in December. And the idea was just to sketch every day. That's my challenge, to do 1 page a day. This is it. Okay. This is page 1. This is just some little kawaii characters. I have a book. A lot of my stuff comes from books. But I have this book, 365 Days of Kawaii, and it's kind of fun. Just a little 1 a day. And I actually started in one of my little sketchbooks. I wasn't sure what I was, oh, that's the wrong one. That's the right one. Wasn't sure what I was going to do with them because they are small. So then I decided to do 1 a day of those. So I use, is this the front of the back? So I've got different, I just use marker and I did 1 a day, but I decided to do them in here because I was not sure what I wanted to draw that day. So that's that. So that's just marker. And this was one of the preliminary sketches for the little wooden portrait I did. It was a frame. It was a video that was, I don't know if it was my last video or the one before. Anyway, so that's the one I ended up choosing. This is the other one that was I was thinking about doing as a portrait. These are both, probably a mixture of, it's hard to tell, I forget, it's been so long. I know it's marker. It's probably watercolor marker, maybe some acrylic marker, I don't know. I should write it down, it'd be easier. Maybe I'll do that from now on. This was my entry into the challenge that Dina Tollefson had last month. It was your favorite bird. This is done in gouache and an Americana style. I don't want my hands up covered in paint. Little cardinal. So I subscribed to her at that time, so I believe, because she just posted another challenge, thinking she might do it once a month. The challenge for this month is The Sky's the Limit. So if you want to go to her page, maybe I'll stick that in the description. And if you want to participate, you just have to paint, draw, whatever, something, and the picture has to have a sky in it. So it doesn't have to specifically be a sky. It could be a bird, it could be a house, or whatever with a sky in it somewhere. So that I'll try to remember to link. Let's see, these are just markers, I think. Yeah, just like water-soluble markers. Little kitties. Different weird little cat shapes. This is gouache again, acrylic gouache. That was, did I have gouache in here yet? Yeah, this, acrylic gouache. So this was another Americana style thing I tried to pull off, but I don't know. I don't think it's the style for me. I keep trying and it just doesn't seem to come naturally. But anyway, there's that. This was from, I don't know why the page is torn. Maybe Murphy got into it. I play a game every day. It's like a little, it's like a cross-stitch game, but it's sort of coloring. I don't know, it's a weird game, but there's always cute little puzzles, little pictures, and this was one of them. So just a girl. Not sure what I used for this. Ink, maybe. This looks like I used ink, like with a brush. Oh, this is sparkly, so I think I did use ink for this. I think this was maybe some of my Jane Davenport ink. I just have, I have trouble getting the skin to look even, so I'm not sure if it's paper or the ink. It's probably a combination of the two. But, copied from Jane Davenport's pictures. Just a happy little Dancing Princess. This is the Sennelier ink brush pens. This is probably just water-soluble marker. And this is water-soluble too. This was, I sort of took this from a picture I saw online, but it was done in acrylic and it was really nice. So I did a real simple copy of it, a line drawing of it, and then I decided to add color. I think this is acrylic marker, maybe? This is. I think this is the water-soluble kind. Similar thing. Coming up, Murph. Water-soluble marker, ink pen, brush pen thing. Acrylic marker, I think. I don't know where that face came from. Probably based on a Jane Davenport sort of drawing. This was a picture of a bird that was, I'm not sure if it was digital. It might have been digitally done, but I liked it. I liked the shape of it, and it had little designs. I changed it a bit. I used mostly acrylic pen markers on this. Sort of a Zentangle kind of thing. I'm pretty sure this is ink. Some flowers. The picture I was working from, I think, was blue, maybe, but I wanted to use red. I like red better. I really like that green with that red. Looks good. And did use like a micron to draw it out. Well, it went over the pencil. I drew it out with pencil. This is another one of those pictures I got from that game I play. I really kind of like this because there's no outlines, and I usually do outlines, and it looks kind of neat without the outlines. So anyway, that's a water-soluble marker. This is, I'm not sure what I got that from. Drew her kind of on a beach scene. I don't know. I was just trying to use up my markers. This was from, I have another book I got. Draw Any Animal book, vintage editions. These are kind of weird illustrations that look old, vintage. So I did some cats and some dogs in pencil, and I did like an ink wash over them so it wouldn't smudge. This was an image I saw online, but it was different. I just changed it up a bit. I liked all the bright colors, so this is all marker. Just a little kitty. This is, it was a picture of a stuffed animal, and it was a little stuffed bunny. I did it with gouache. Did I do this? Acrylic gouache? Yeah, acrylic gouache. And then I used some acrylic markers on top. The background is marker. This is another stuffed animal, the little bunny. But on this I used the Jane Davenport layer cake gouache, like gouache in pans, not wet gouache. And the only issue with that particular media is it smudges. It doesn't, once it's dry, if you go like this, it all rubs across. So I used a fixative. I happen to have a fixative that I never use, and it worked really well. So, but I can kind of see it reacting to the marker. I did the marker afterwards just because it looked kind of, I think I did it just to emphasize because the paper was so white and the arms are white, so it kind of, you couldn't really tell that that was an arm. So this girl looks really freaky. Well, this is all marker, and I was doing the face, and I decided to just use the whiteness of the paper as the highlight and make sure it looks like she's freaked out. I think it turned out better than I thought it was going to, because I thought it was going to just look awful, but it's kind of funny. I actually kind of like it. Yeah, so marker. These are, both of these, that green came off of that. I guess it wasn't dry. They're stencils from Jane Davenport. So, yeah, I just used marker to color that in. And this was another, so water-soluble ones. This is similar. I guess the only thing I did was I extended the hair because the arm stopped there and I didn't feel like drawing an arm. Although you can't really see this arm either. It's hidden behind her. So I did her hair covering it so I didn't have to draw a hand. These were rubber stamps from Jane Davenport. They were just the heads, the faces, and then I just drew hair on all of them. So different hairstyles. It's kind of fun to play with. These are also rubber stamps. This is called paper dolls, so you can, the head's separate, the torso, the legs, the arms, the hands, the feet, the two parts of the legs, 2 parts of the arms, and the hands. So you have to kind of line them up, and that's what these weird little lines are. So you can kind of maneuver their, you know, positions. You know, that was kind of fun, kind of weird. I stuck a little crown on her head, I think, or did that come with the crown? I don't remember. I knew I had a little crown though, because I put them on these two. Just a little ballerina. That was another thing. It was just the girl, so you could like stamp the little tutu on her and the shoes. So I did that. And this one, I like this one. This stamp, it reminded me of me and Murphy. It says, everyone needs a sidekick. And Murphy's my little sidekick. So I just colored those with marker. This, it's really scary to me. This was another rubber stamp. It was just the face part. So it was just the eyes, nose, lips. And I had to draw the rest. And it was really big. And I don't know. I tried to get it to look right. But I think what makes it scary is the marker. Oh well. Yeah, so that's just, I think, just... Oh, I think I originally did it without color, and I just did... Maybe it didn't look as scary then. I just did it with like a little gel pen. I colored in the lips and the shirt and the eyes. And then I decided to add more color and really scare myself. This was from the book I got from the library. I forgot what it's called. Painting Happiness or something. But this was like the cover piece, and I just changed it a little. So this is acrylic gouache. I had fun doing this one. That was, and I like the way it came out. I like the illustrative style with gouache. Acrylic gouache, it works well. And this was, I must have gotten it from a book. Oh, it was Cute Chibi Animals. And I just did 3 of them. I just did them in like micron pen, an alpaca, an anteater, and an Arctic fox. And this is another kind of scary one. I also used the Jane Davenport layer cake gouache. And when I started out, it looked really good. And actually the hair looks really good, I think. But I think I kept trying to blend or put more on top, and the paper just started to pill up. So it looks like she's got a beard. She's got some heavy 5 o'clock shadow. And I also put fixative on this. See, the background came out nice, and the hair came out nice, because I only did like a couple of layers, but I must have done too much. So, and I did some little, like a charcoal pencil afterwards to sort of define some of the features. But, oh well, I don't know. I like how it looks. Not this. I like how that material, the gouache, looks, but I've got to find a different paper to do it on, I think. It's really shiny from the fixative. And this is the last of this update. It's acrylic gouache, little owl. Not usually my style, but I really do like the style. This is another one that doesn't come naturally to me, but I think I did better with this than I did with the Americana style. So that's it. I guess I will see you. I think it's the 13th next month will be the next update. I'm trying to do them on the 2nd Saturday of every month, I decided. So some may have more, some may have less, because wherever the day falls. So you'll have more next month, I believe. I appreciate you watching. Hope you found it interesting, and hope to see you next time.